up for day 2. Looks like I'm the last one in the campsite to wake up. Everybody else is gone, but it's alright, I slept pretty good. Feeling great. Gonna enjoy this cup of coffee for a little bit. Get my tent together. What is it, about 7 o'clock right now, so not bad. Hopefully I'll get out here like 7:30 or so. The goal today is to get to Camp Morena. It's about 8.5 miles away. Go get me a burger at the malt shop, some milkshake. Sounds awesome. Got my beautiful coffee here. Tastes amazing. Yeah, so far so good.
I woke up as the rest of the troop that I was camping with was headed out, and I struggled to get my things organized and into my pack efficiently. It took me a little longer than I would have liked to get on the trail, but for me, coffee is life, so I tried to enjoy it as I got ready for the day in the misty cool morning. Last night I was having sweet dreams of cheeseburgers, and I woke up feeling well rested, motivated, and hungry. I was trying to stick to my plan and monitor my hydration and calorie intake and all that nonsense, but alas, on the morning of day 2, I was hungry and low on water. I knew that making some of the more satisfying dehydrated meals that I brought would require even more water, so I played it safe on day 1 and skipped dinner to conserve, having only about a liter left. I had a few dry snacks to hold me over until I could eat my breakfast in the morning at the first water stop. Luckily, a hiker that I camped with last night mentioned picking up water from a stream about 1.5 miles ahead. It wasn't on the far out mountain. I was happy to find an inviting and shady spot to drink up and enjoy my oatmeal. The water was cool and clean, and it tasted good compared to yesterday's murky water. So I tried to get hydrated. I knew that I had some hot miles ahead. Bunch of these packs of oatmeal with a little bit of everything: vitamins, protein, creatine, almonds, cashews, M&Ms, coconut flakes, hemp, chia, and flaxseed, some other random stuff. I had about 500 calories and 40 grams of protein each. Cold soaked or warm, it was my tasty, sweet go-to meal for the next 10 days.
Hello, sir. Nice to see you. This is a good spot for water, man. You need some.
There's water like down at the bottom too, right? Sure.
Actually, I don't know. The next one I know, I think, is Hauser Creek. I think that's in like, yeah. So it's a little wise. But I don't know. I know this one's good.
Yeah. I might Where are you from?
Here's San Diego, man.
Oh, wow.
After a nice chat with David, a decent breakfast, and a good stretch, I was ready to get those miles in while my pack still felt light. The wind was high, and the view from up here was beautiful. It was a great way to start the day and get motivated for whatever was next. I could feel the air getting warmer with every step. Looking ahead, I could see the trail going down and up out of this canyon. I had about a 1,000 feet descent to Hauser Creek before climbing out another 1,000 feet up and over a little mountain. I was excited for Morena Lake. I'd been to the campground with my family to camp a few years back, and I reserved a campsite there last weekend for a final shakedown. It was a good opportunity to test out all of my equipment, and I had a chance to fill out the area and make a plan for what I needed to do while in town. I knew there was an area set up for PCT hikers right off the trail, for us to gather and set up tents. It had a nice view of the lake, some benches and a fire pit, as well as a nice hot shower and some electric outlets to charge up. What I was most excited for was the malt shop, about a quarter mile down the street. I knew a good cheeseburger, a thick shake, and a few cold beers were my prize for today's mission. So, makes it here to Hauser Creek. Decided to take a little bird bath. It's beautiful out here. It's like the perfect spot to chill. So I'm gonna have my lunch here, smoke a blunt, have a good afternoon. It's about 11:30. Give it about an hour, and then I'll head out to Morena. I think it's about another 5 miles, 6 miles, or something like that. I arrived to Hauser Creek with perfect timing. I didn't plan to stay here long, but it was the hottest part of the day, so I decided to take a break. With the birds singing out loud and the butterflies flying around with the bees, other than a few mosquitoes, I felt like a fellow creature, enjoying the best water spot for miles, and I was blessed with the throne to stay cool as I relaxed to the sound of the stream in the high noon heat. I found myself a little piece of the Kairos, and even though the temperature was in the 90s, my space-time location was on point. After hydrating and getting in my 100 push-ups, I was ready to head out for the final 5 miles to Morena Lake. I had a steep ascent of about 1,000 feet to get out of this canyon, so I prepared to get some momentum going. My spirits were high as I climbed this mountain straight into the sun. Fully hydrated and stocked up on water, I had only a few miles to get into town, where I could drink whatever I wanted to my heart's content. I felt like embracing this first challenge head-on and running to the top just to prove to myself that I could do it. I still have some things to grok about challenging myself and competing with my ego. I didn't want to risk wearing out before I get to what I think will be the hardest climb up to Laguna a day or two ahead. It's one of my favorite areas for hiking in San Diego. You traverse the ridgeline sitting at about 6,000 feet and overlooking the sea level Anza-Borrego Desert to the east. I'm hoping to catch an epic sunrise somewhere in that area. Making our way up to Lake Morena, and it's pretty rough going up. Good elevation right now. About maybe an hour out from where I was at, Hauser Lake or Hauser Creek. Found this nice little cave here. I think I should scoot in here a little bit more. I'm gonna chill here for a little bit. It's real hot out. I think it's about noon 30. So chill out for about 5 minutes. I knew that for some reason, as hungry as I was, it was still my own impatience that was fueling me. In my daily life in the city, I often feel like I'm in a rush, far behind in a race that I can't afford to lose. Everyone else seems to be floating, going along with the current while I'm trying to catch my breath, running underwater up a river. I had to make it out of that canyon over in Hauser Creek. So I'm at like 16 and a half miles or so. We still got about 2.5 to get to Morena. Luckily I found this tree with this nice shade right here. I'm gonna just chill here for a few minutes, get out of the sun. It's about 1:45 right now, so still like dead of the afternoon and shit. So chill for a bit, make it to Morena. Probably be an hour or so. So feeling good. By now, I could feel the weight of my pack wearing me out. Apparently, I was so tired that I forgot how to count. But I didn't give myself much of a break before I pushed myself to get up and keep going. I think out of habit, I felt like I had to get somewhere to get something done. Like I go to work, or I go to the movies, or I get to the place to do the thing. I had to remind myself that this is the thing. The climb is the work, and just having the days off from the rat race to walk this trail at my own pace was a blessing. I had plenty of water, I was free of injury, and I could just lay down and take a nap in the bushes if I really wanted to. I was on my time hiking my hike. Working on that paradigm shift and trying to adjust my perspective started to give me a greater sense of freedom. So as I came up on the beautiful Lake Morena, glistening in the desert sun, I felt triumphant knowing that I had tackled the first physical challenge of this trip, and all I could think about was cheeseburgers.
Malt shop and get me a milkshake and a hamburger. Sounds like the best thing ever. And there it is. There's a malt shop. It's been on my mind for the past 20 miles. So happy right now.
You know that rare feeling? The one that only comes after you've put in miles, sweat, and effort? No shortcuts, no compromises. Just pure hard-earned satisfaction. I ate that cheeseburger like every bite tasted like victory.
Site for today over here at Lake Morena. View of the lake over there. Got me a beer. It's gonna be a beautiful day.
So with a full belly, I chugged down a few beers. I enjoyed the view while I set up my tent and thought about what's ahead. Got a little buzz and went to hang out with the other hikers gathering by the tables. There were a few familiar faces from last night and a bunch of new ones. We all walked the same 20 miles to get here, but somehow had different adventures. David somehow ended up walking about a mile the wrong way after we spoke before checking his map. The instant big smiles and hearty laughs among complete strangers while out here on the trail was something I have never experienced. After a while, I went to go handle some errands before getting ready for bed.
Over here at Morena Lake, on my charging thing, as you can see. Make sure everything's charged up. It's about 7:20, so the sun's going down. But I'm gonna make use of this sunlight so I can chill over here for a little while and then get to sleep. So far it's chilling.